Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Buddy Matthews pays tribute to his wife Rhea Ripley at AEW Grand Slam Australia. Buddy Matthews paid tribute to his wife Rhea Ripley during his match at AEW Grand Slam Australia. Matthews was in action against Kazuchika Okada. The 36-year-old star is a member of Hounds of Hell, alongside Brody King and Julia Hart. The group was previously known as the House of Black, but was renamed after Aleister Black's departure. At Grand Slam, Australia, Matthews challenged Okada for the AEW Continental Championship. The Rainmaker has held the title for over 300 days after defeating inaugural champion Eddie Kingston in March 2024. He has successfully defended the gold against many top names, including PAC, Dax Harwood, Claudio Castagnoli, Will Ospreay, and more. During Matthews' match against Okada, he applied the inverted clover leaf on his opponent. The move has often been used by his wife, Rhea Ripley, in WWE. Buddy Matthews and Rhea Ripley got married in June 2024. The couple dated for several years before tying the knot. Matthews was signed to WWE prior to joining AEW in 2022. Ripley still competes in WWE and is one of the biggest superstars in the promotion. She is the reigning Women's World Champion, currently in her second reign with the coveted title. The atmosphere inside Melbourne's Rod Laver Arena was electric. AEW's first ever Grand Slam Australia had already promised to be a historic night, but no one could have anticipated the moment that would capture the hearts of fans worldwide. Under the dazzling lights and the roar of a passionate home country crowd, Buddy Matthews stood center stage, his chest rising and falling with deep breaths. But this wasn't just any night for Matthews. It was a moment of tribute, love, and respect for the woman who had been his anchor, his inspiration, and his greatest challenge, his wife, Rhea Ripley. The anticipation surrounding AEW Grand Slam Australia had been immense, particularly for Buddy Matthews, one of the country's finest exports in professional wrestling. While AEW had firmly established itself as a global powerhouse, this was a homecoming for Matthews in every sense of the word. Yet the whispers among fans and media were not just about his match. There were questions about whether he would acknowledge his wife, Rhea Ripley, the reigning WWE Women's World Champion, and one of the most dominant forces in professional wrestling today. While AEW and WWE exist as rival promotions, Matthews and Ripley have never shied away from supporting each other publicly. Their bond had transcended company lines, their love story unfolding in front of an audience that stretched far beyond wrestling. However, a direct tribute in the middle of an AEW ring? That would be unprecedented. As Matthews made his way to the ring, the energy was palpable. The Australian fans greeted him like a hero returning home, the sound of their cheers vibrating through the steel structure of the arena. He was set to face PAC, another world-class competitor known for his brutality, speed, and in-ring intelligence. The match was billed as a showcase of elite athleticism, but for Matthews, it was more than that. It was a chance to make a statement. From the opening bell, Matthews and PAC waged war in a contest that showcased everything that made them elite performers. PAC's aerial assaults and technical precision were met with Matthews' raw power and striking ability. The crowd was unrelenting, chanting for their hometown star with every hard-hitting exchange. Yet, through it all, there was something different about Matthews tonight, something in his movements, his demeanor. Midway through the match, Matthews gained control, sending PAC tumbling to the outside with a devastating knee strike. As the referee began his count, Matthews did something that sent shockwaves through the crowd. He paused, looked out into the audience, and smirked before slamming his fist against his heart and raising his right hand, the unmistakable signature pose of Rhea Ripley. The crowd erupted in disbelief and excitement. Chants of Rhea broke out as Matthews soaked in the moment, an unmistakable tribute to his wife. For years, fans had seen Rhea Ripley perform the same motion before dominating her opponents in WWE. Now, her husband was doing it in AEW, in their homeland, in a show of love and respect that transcended wrestling politics. Social media exploded instantly, with fans, journalists, and even fellow wrestlers reacting to the tribute. WWE stars like Damian Priest and Liv Morgan tweeted their admiration, while AEW talents expressed their appreciation for the heartfelt moment. Despite the sentimental moment, the match was far from over. PAC, ever the opportunist, used the momentary distraction to his advantage, launching himself off the barricade and crashing into Matthews with a thunderous moonsault. The match resumed with increased intensity, as if Matthews had tapped into another level of motivation. But PAC was relentless, locking in the brutalizer, a submission hold that had ended matches for even the toughest competitors. The Melbourne crowd held its breath as Matthews fought through the pain, his body shaking from the sheer effort. Just when it seemed he might succumb, a chant rose from the audience. "This is our house. This is our house." The phrase was unmistakable. It was Rhea Ripley's mantra, her declaration of dominance in WWE. Matthews heard it, his eyes flashing with determination. Channeling every ounce of strength, he broke free from the hold, powering PAC onto his shoulders before delivering a devastating Murphy's Law. The referee's hand struck the mat. 1, 2, 3. Buddy Matthews had won. The Melbourne crowd erupted as Matthews rolled onto his knees, exhaustion and triumph written across his face. The referee raised his hand in victory, but Matthews wasn't finished. He reached down, grabbing the microphone from the ring announcer as the chants of his name filled the air. Breathing heavily, he looked around the sold-out arena before speaking. "Australia, this is our house." The roar of the crowd was deafening. "And to my wife, my partner, my inspiration, Mamie, this one was for you." The fans responded with a thunderous ovation, recognizing the significance of the tribute. Matthews then exited the ring, walking up the ramp with one final glance toward the audience, before raising his fist once more in Ripley's signature pose. The wrestling world buzzed in the aftermath of Matthews' tribute. Rhea Ripley, who had been watching from the United States, immediately took to social media, posting a simple yet powerful response. "That's my pappy." The acknowledgement sent fans into a frenzy, cementing the moment as one of the most heartfelt and unforgettable tributes in modern wrestling history. Even WWE Hall of Famers and AEW legends weighed in, praising Matthews for putting love above business. In an industry often defined by rivalries and competition, Buddy Matthews and Rhea Ripley had proven that love and respect could transcend company lines. Their story was more than just one of two wrestlers on different paths. It was about partnership, inspiration, and the unbreakable bond that made them stronger together. As AEW Grand Slam Australia concluded, one thing was clear. Buddy Matthews had not only made history that night, but he had also created a moment that would live forever in the hearts of wrestling fans. And somewhere, miles away yet deeply connected, Rhea Ripley smiled, knowing that the tribute had been perfect.